So what game was it that you were playing earlier?
No, we can't talk about it. It didn't happen. It doesn't happen.
Why?
No.
I need to know.
It's called Man Boobs. Mini game.
Wake up to morning roast, Mr. Porkchop and Xray, you're serving up the latest news with a side of laughter twirl.
You do you, but I'll do myself. Oh no, God.
Morning roast podcast, the day
I like the rich tea when it's like super soggy and it's like flopping around.
Keep you in the loop with jokes and banter. There's never a moment to droop. Tune in with your morning brew. Let's ignite the spark. Morning roast podcast. It's a journey in the dark.
Actually, I think a cup of coffee is just what I need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Want that in my mouth.
Where's the girl? I need a cup of coffee.
I have a cup of coffee. Good morning. Cheers.
Good morning.
How are you? I missed you, sir.
I know it was horrible last week. I was like, I can't watch it. They're too successful.
Did you cry?
Yeah, I did.
Did you have a little baby tear come down?
Yeah, I was like, God damn tugs.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Well, it's not her fault that you left me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
my fault. Sorry, chat. Sorry. I'll never leave you again until next time.
Until
When I'll
next
leave you
time.
again. Yeah.
I see how it is. I see how it is. You know, I guess, you know, you're not like the Acolyte, just won't stop quitting. Being in the news. Like, what the heck?
Wow. Yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
I do wish that she just dropped another diss track instead.
Yeah, that would have been perfect.
Please.
Do you see there's did you send that to me that they're trying to get there's a petition to remove it from canon?
It wasn't me, but I've seen that floating around.
But yeah,
to be honest, it's not the worst thing that's happened to Star Wars. It's not really around the timeline. It's not affecting anything specifically, like lineage, so far that we know.
But I feel like the way that they got rid of Acolyte, they just want to scrub it. There's like they just don't want to know. So
They're
they
like,
might do it.
What's the Acolyte? It's not under my carpet. We're just sweeping it under there.
We're gonna see TikToks in like 2 years' time going. And it'd be like that weird music, like the Illuminati stuff. Like, does anyone remember the Acolyte? Because it's been scrubbed from the internet. Like, yeah, I watched that. I'm like, no, you didn't. It never existed.
Oh my God, like some sort of Mandela effect.
Yeah, absolutely.
They can't do that to us. Disney can't. Honestly, I would take those hours that I spent watching the Acolyte, talking about the Acolyte. Whatever I got to do. I wish I got that back. You know how many hours of great TV I could have watched instead of bad TV?
Yes.
So many. And I just found out X-Files is on Paramount Plus streaming in Canada. And I want to see it. I've never actually really watched more than like snippets of episodes here and there because it was too adult for us.
Yeah, I think I was the same. I think I was just that little bit too young when it was actually on TV.
Not interested. I didn't think I was very interested in it at all. So sorry for you X-Files lovers. And the funny part is like, I guess I always like using Garrett as my nerd barometer because Garrett, I think, is just a year younger than me, but yet he's watched so much nerdy stuff. So I'm like, was it me or was it, you know, the fact that I grew up with Asian family? I don't know.
I
A little column A, a little column B. Your parents never made you do extra homework on top of your homework, did they?
No, they barely made me do my homework.
Oh, God. would that have been like? What would my
Terrible.
life be if I wasn't forced to do extra homework on top of my homework? I don't know if it'd be any different, to be honest. So
No.
yeah. I see Hertz is very shocked that QBG is a year younger than me. Yeah, right.
Wow. Yeah.
I keep forgetting. I feel like he's like mid-20s to late 20s, but no, he's actually just a year younger, which is wild.
Oh, I would have put him in the 40s.
Oh!
I would have gone the other way.
I think it's just his personality for me that like I feel like he feels younger than me. It's not like if I think of just his kids, maybe I'll be like, oh yeah, he's definitely at least mid-30s. At least. But no, he's got a young heart on him. Yes.
Bless him.
My free time knows calculus. Absolutely. So is this an X-Files episode IRL? I don't remember what episodes are like, so no, I have no idea. There's an alien in Mr. Porkchop's background.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Yep. There you
And
go.
apparently humans might be aliens in it of itself. We might not be from this planet. Would you believe that?
Yes, I could believe that. Yeah.
Do you
if
believe
told
that we
me-
once lived on Mars?
Mars? I don't know. Potentially. Like they have found a lot of evidence of like organic matter or semi-organic or things that could possibly sustain life, but that would have been a long time ago.
Do you think
No.
we've ever been to the moon?
The moon? Of course we have.
Okay. Like
They wouldn't lie
physically,
about
a
that, would
human?
they? Surely.
Like a human stepping on the moon? Do you think that's real?
Of course. Yeah. Why not? Do you believe it?
I'm like,
Is the earth flat?
no,
Or is it round?
no, it's round. It's round. That's one thing. I think flat earthers are so funny. I was watching Jersey Shore and Mike the Situation is a flat earther, allegedly, according to the show. Sometimes I think it's just for the cameras, but you never know. So they had a flat earther society meetup with all but one person. And the woman was like, yeah, if it was round, we'd be able to feel it. Like, you know, why? And I'm just thinking, because the earth is literally so big that you can't see it while you're on the earth.
I think it's like maybe people's minds are so small that they can't comprehend actually how big the world is.
Maybe.
That's the problem. Because like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think, yeah, right. The moon landing real. There are people in a space station flying around our head right now.
I believe. Yes.
That's undeniable, right? But I've seen videos where they're like, oh, you can see the cables where they're like flipping up and down and stuff. So
And the lights, yeah.
you can see why people might believe there's not people up there, but I don't know. There's
Yeah.
been enough space rockets going up and whatever. Like, what are they doing instead then?
Yeah. Okay. Do you think I'm trying to think of like conspiracies. Do you think the Loch Ness monster is real? The
No.
Yeti? Bigfoot?
So Bigfoot, so in my heart I would say Bigfoot probably doesn't exist, but I have spoken to Bionic Sasquatch, a friend in
A
all
real
purpose.
Sasquatch.
Yeah, Bionic Sasquatch. And
So Sasquatches you believe in.
so, and he swears on his life that when he was a child, he literally came face to face with a Sasquatch, and he was so scared he like ran and like didn't look back. And and he spent most of his life in his spare time looking for evidence of Sasquatch.
Has he found it?
He has not found any evidence after that.
Oh, that's
But
unfortunate.
he 100% believes it. and he seems like a smart fella. So I don't know.
Okay, last one.
Mhm.
Do you believe the Illuminati exists?
The Illuminati. There's definitely, in my opinion, people controlling everything. Like probably a handful of people controlling everything, and that's why people get so mad when it doesn't go their way.
Okay.
What
Here
about
we
you?
go. Okay.
You're just asking the questions. You're not.
No,
not
if
actually
you've
giving
watched
any
Forbidden
opinions.
Frontier, you would know my opinion, sir.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, okay. So Illuminati exists. Bigfoot, I have no evidence to disprove it, so I don't neither believe it 100% exists, but there's always a possibility. Same thing with Loch Ness Monster, all those. I believe at some point maybe there has been, maybe not humans specifically, but some sort of previous humanoid type of being on Mars and
Right,
maybe
okay.
Moon.
Mhm.
I don't believe we landed on the moon the first time and videotaped it.
Right.
I think they just used voice dialogue and then used camera settings down on Earth to film it. I don't know what radiation
really?
would do to cameras because the amount of radiation that's up there on the moon, because there's no atmosphere to scatter it. I should research that. But I feel like the cameras would get like screwed up. Plus the
Yeah.
temperature.
So like, yeah, what were they filming on? Were they filming on film? So like, film
It was
can
in
be
the
very reactive
60s,
to
right? So
radiation. Yeah. So did they have special
lead
lead
line
line
cameras, but
cameras?
lead is heavy. So you don't want to have lead line on the cameras either. So because that would cause extra weight on the ship. But anyways, that's just a theory. I don't know if it's true or not. I never looked into it.
Or did they have like a CCD technology? Did they have a technology where they had like a videotape or something rather than a film? Because like obviously NASA has a lot of technology before everyone else, so maybe they
Yeah,
had
there's a
some kind of
possibility.
camcorder instead of, so that might have been a thing.
Yes. And MJUK, I'm not talking about lead in 0G. I'm talking about on takeoff because the weight of the ship, a rocket going up, does matter. So if everything that is film related is lead lined, it just would weigh down the ship way, way more than you would want it. But who knows?
So you think the first one that was broadcast was actually faked, but so the images were faked, but the audio
Images
was
are
real.
fake.
So they actually weren't there, but they faked the setup.
It was to throw it, I believe, to throw it in Russia's face, like it was the war to get to the moon, and this is our proof.
So like, if they're going to the trouble of faking it, why go to the trouble of actually doing it? Why do both? Why not just fake it?
Breaking rights. I don't know. Technology, to say you're technologically advanced more so than your enemies.
Okay.
You know, men have these ball contests, and going to the moon was one of them. I really truly believe that.
Sure. So like, have you seen the Apple TV series For All Mankind?
No.
So it's set in the 1960s with it starts in the 1960s with the Apollo missions going to the moon, and it basically starts off with America not being able to land on the moon and Russia getting in there first and landing on the moon first, and the whole I think there's like 4 or 5 seasons of it. It is how the world would have changed how different it would be if Russia got to the moon first.
Yeah.
It's actually really quite interesting. It's quite an interesting.
What's it called again?
It's called For All Mankind.
For All Mankind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there, Jonathan, probably very good point here. Cold War and the space race. Soviets beat us to space, so we had to beat them to the moon. I'm telling you, it's who has the biggest cojones. And America always wants to seem like they have the biggest ones.
Yeah.
Or it has the biggest ones. So
well, so in the season, and like, I'm sorry so in the first season, there's been quite a few seasons, so I'm not like spoiling too much. It's been out for ages, but basically, because Russia land on the moon first, America want to put the first moon base on the moon, and then they want to be the one to put the first female on the moon, and then they want to establish
The
a
first
colony.
of everything.
Yeah, because they've got beaten to do stuff. They want to like do one up on them, and because Russia was never in a position to like one up them, in reality, like that's kind of how it showed, and it actually worked really well.
Well, if I get a what the heck was that?
You okay?
Did you hear my house shaking?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
Is it an earthquake? Do you get?
It might have been a helicopter flying real low, maybe. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Or plane flying real low.
Are you being spotted right now? Are you gonna get like a tag? A team?
Imagine all of a sudden I get the police at my door.
Yeah.
What's it called? When they get called in?
Well, it's when you get swatted.
Swatted. Can you imagine? Or it was the Sasquatch. Yeah, we're gonna send Mark to the moon. First wheelchair on the moon. Oh my gosh. Yeah, a very polite Canadian earthquake. But yeah, I guess that's it for conspiracies. I can bring some more up in the future. I love it. I love it. I don't even know how we got on it. That was fun. That was fun. MJ UK, thank you for the Canadian too.
Oh, thank you, MJ.
Xray, check if that lead lining is still okay at work. I wear dosimeters at work, so I usually get 0 at the end of the month or 3 months. Which is good because you don't want radiation if you don't need it.
So you probably get way more radiation by going in an airplane than you do go into.
Oh, absolutely. The thing that people don't even know is like when I take a picture and you see the light, what's in the light is what is taken. If you look at the entirety of the plate, you open up to see what the outside looks like. Anytime you see like you would see the black at the sides of the radiation, but you don't see it at all realistically. So unless it's like a really fat person, sorry to people who are bigger, that's called scatter radiation. So when the radiation goes to your body and gets redirected somewhere in a different direction, that's the only type of radiation I can get. But that's very far and few between. So the most radiation I ever got was in operating rooms, but I usually stand very, 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 very far away. I've had less than the annual that you're maximum that you're supposed to have in the last 8 years. So
how many times can a person get X-rayed? Like
as many times as they need.
Problem.
You can get it daily.
Okay.
You can do a head to toe X-ray. You can do an entire CT scan of the entire body. It's just you're supposed to weigh what's better or worse. Yeah. Do I need this test to rule out that this person is having, I don't know, a bowel obstruction, or should I not do it because of the radiation dose? It's these little things, and yeah, I mean, radiation is good, but you get it from just existing in life.
Yeah, there are many radioactive stones outside. That, yeah,
the sun is the worst.
Probably. Yeah.
No, it is. It is. Nunaki. Yes, thank you, Frankel. If I should get you to watch Y-Files, I think you actually like that. But anywho, let's get to some of our actual topics today.
We don't have to.
Yeah, I mean, like God, the Rings of Power was horrible, but this is probably the one thing that I will say, just like super duper freaking cringe. Now, I don't know if you've checked Twitter, but apparently, orcs can have families. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, look at Lord of the Rings. Orcs are these evil beings. They're, I can't imagine them being a family-loving, white picket fence, Like, oh my God, Tony from across the street gave me a cup of sugar because I needed it for, baking an orc pie or something. I don't know.
It feels so odd. Why? Like, they're aren't they basically drones to like meat for the meat grinder? They're like just
They're the
go
foot
out
people to
to be killed.
Sauron's evil.
Yeah. So why do we have to care about their
Humanized?
feelings, or why do they have to have feelings?
Yeah, which is why I brought up this article specifically. So, Batting into Comics puts the Rings of Power showrunner defends decision to humanize orcs. We feel like this goes straight back to Tolkien. Now, yesterday during the Nooner, Gary, and I'm just absorbing it from what he said, orcs do have sex. They like to have sex and they can procreate.
Oh, really? Is that a thing? Is that written in the stories?
Apparently, yep.
Okay.
Yep, according to him. But they're absolutely evil and they love war.
Right.
So, yeah. So this is Papa Orc here.
Okay.
He just looks so loving, right?
Mm.
Blood dripping down his mouth. That's definitely a family man thing. So Glug fears for his future in Lord of the Rings, episode 3.
Fears for his future. Oh my
Yep.
God.
In the opinion of Rings of Power showrunner, their season 2 decision to humanize the Dark Lord's orc army is far from controversial because not only does the change provide better opportunities for storytelling, but it falls directly in line with Tolkien's writing. Apparently.
Well, I'll have to take their word on that because I don't know.
I think it's an interpretation of their interpretation of whatever that is.
Okay.
Yeah. So as seen in the series' 3rd episode, rather than being portrayed as a cruel species depicted by J.R.R. Tolkien himself, the orcs hated everybody and everything, and particularly the orderly and prosperous, wrote the author in The Hobbit. The orcs in the Rings of Power are instead shown as brutal but oppressed foot soldiers, their lives concerned not just with war and pillaging, but also achieving a future where their families can exist as far as more than tools for Lord Sauron to use in service of his ambitions. So the orc in the show says, the preparations are nearly complete, Lord Father. This is Glug talking to Adar. But we are safe here. We have a home. Must we go to war again? You told me Sauron was dead. Let us leave him that way. And then the elf responds, trust me, my son, when I tell you that we will never truly be safe until we've made certain Sauron is no more. So those lines totally try to mimic human interactions. And to put on top of that, in episode 1, we open up with Sauron. This is like a former version of him, where the orcs try to dethrone him.
Right. Okay.
And they even try to stab him, kill him, and like a bunch of them just like, and then he turns into black flubber and runs away through the crack in the floor.
Right. Okay. So are they trying to like? Okay. So it's trying to make the audience go, wait, are we the baddies? Like, should we feel sorry for these orcs?
No, they're trying to sympathize, make them more sympathetic. Like, orcs are supposed to be evil. Why are we trying to make evil characters sympathetic? Because the people making it really do sympathize with evil. Like Disbrew says, they're truly evil. They're evil humans that are making this. So they only know how to tell it from their perspective. So they feel for the orcs because that's who they relate to, and then they try to humanize them.
So that's an opinion. Where do orcs? So orcs as a species. So where do they come? Do they have a homeland, or is it like have they been created by Sauron, or like what? What's the?
I think so. Orcs are. I feel like, what were they, elves before? Chat, you can tell me.
Like
Thank you.
corrupted elves.
Yeah, And then
Oh,
the
okay.
Urukai are the ones that were being created in the the factory, so to speak, at Saruman's tower area.
Right.
Remember in episode 2, not episode, the first movie.
Mhm.
I'm using the movie as my canon because I don't actually know.
No, yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank
Okay.
you. Orcs are corrupted elves
Oh,
by
okay. So
Sauron.
can we uncorrupt them? Can you take the corruption away? Can you
That I
de-corrupt?
actually don't know.
Can they turn back into elves? But like, and then so when orcs breed, they breed more orcs, so they already breed corrupted. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get in
Corruption
my
on
head how
corruption.
it works.
Yeah. When a mama orc and a daddy orc love each other, they have baby orcs.
But like, right, so I'm trying to think back to the films. Weren't they kind of like bred in these like pods underground and then like?
That's the Urukai.
Oh, is that different?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Lister says Morgoth created the orcs. Okay. So maybe there's multiple ways orcs can be created. I gotta read the books one day. I know, chat. Okay. I know. But yeah, I don't like that they're making evil sympathetic or attempting to make evil sympathetic, but it just makes me like take a step back and go, hey?
Yeah.
Like it just pulled me out of the show. Especially because it was the opening scene, seeing the orcs, defy Sauron. And like Sauron's a powerful being. I don't know how they could,
right,
do that.
Okay, so it like in the world okay, so like is this the first time orcs have been around? Like, have they only just been made, or there's always been orcs around?
There's probably always been orcs around.
There's always been orcs around.
I don't know the timeline specifically because I don't think the show in itself knows the timeline either.
Right. Sure.
So it's very confusing. But
yeah,
this is what happens when you break the lore.
But then now we need to feel sorry for them when they die.
No, we need to feel sorry that they even have to go to war and go away from their orc families, the orc wife and orc baby.
So they're basically just saying Sauron is the one that you should hate. You shouldn't really hate the orcs. They're just doing
what they need to survive.
Yeah.
This cruel world that is Mordor and the Middle Earth.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make much sense.
But as Perry Chan made a really funny thumbnail, like a couple examples of thumbnails for Gary's video that he dropped for the review. And one of them was Orc Lives Matter. But it really felt like a moment where they if they could have, they would have said Orc Lives Matter.
Yeah. No, that's what they were thinking. Definitely.
Yep. Okay. White man bad, orcs good.
Exactly. Sure.
Yeah. So the showrunners, Patrick McKay and JD Payne, are standing by the creative decision. Pressed for their reasoning, Payne said, from the beginning of the season, we talked about the idea of having an arc, and we feel like this goes straight back to Tolkien. You read the books and you get blips of moments where orcs are kind of on their own and they're saying, hey, what if one day there could be a place just for us? We could have our own little land or our own little cottage by the sea, so to speak, where they have dreams, they have aspirations. They don't want to be mindless killing machines, he continued. We tried to take that a step further and continued to individuate them and dramatize what their desires and ambitions might be. And we were also always fascinated by the idea that the orcs are fallen elves. Tolkien had this idea that evil can't create anything, it can only corrupt. That the elves, these amazing, beautiful creatures, could be corrupted into orcs was fascinating to us. Oh, God. And so the idea of Adar as the missing link between the two to get a story as, by the way, Adar isn't real. He was made up.
Okay.
To get his story as who he was as an elf and how and why he was turned, and then to see where it could lead him in terms of being the father of an entire race. That felt really compelling to us, said Payne. I'm actually surprised it's not a mother, like a matriarch.
Yeah.
Yeah. We get some of those answers filled in for us this season, then to get to see how, again, these benevolent desires can ultimately lead to tragic ends. McKay then noted, I would just add that even when we are writing movies, I think JD and I, we spend an enormous amount of time and put an enormous amount of thought into our villains. Almost too much thought at this rate.
Well,
Could
that's
they
it.
have put less thought?
Yeah, you're overthinking it. Like that's what's happening. Is they're overthinking it.
Yeah,
Like
you have so many books where you have how people act in each situation.
Yeah.
Why are we making things up?
Yeah, and I get the reason why Tolkien would put that in there. Maybe it's for a bit of light relief. Maybe it's just to change the pace of a scene or whatever. But in my opinion, I don't think he was thinking, oh, let's make them individuals. Let's do this whole thing. What they've decided to do, basically. I don't
Yeah.
think, yeah.
I think if anything, the orcs in that moment probably was just like they could still dream, but they still enjoy doing all this type of stuff. No. So, yup. Orc families matter, guys. We gotta have them families.
Oh, so it was good then. You enjoyed it?
Oh God. No.
No?
I
No?
didn't.
Oh,
I didn't.
no, you
But
didn't sympathize.
there's just a lot of people that obviously Gary ends up in things like Forbes articles. He says orcs just want a safe place to raise their kids, be evil, and practice their corrupted form of life in peace. # the rings of power. And then this guy agreed with him. Tolkien specifically wrote the orcs to be irredeemably evil. They were born from evil to serve evil. Trying to make them out to be a marginalized group is beyond stupid. This is like spinning on Tolkien's writing and legacy.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's literally so stupid that there's husbands. Like, just look.
Okay. Like, right. So in the original films, like, weren't there kind of like moments where they were like the orcs were talking like in a quite a normal way when they were tracking the hobbits and stuff? They were quite humanized then, weren't they?
I mean, they were talking. They were still like, I think they still had like normal interactions, like you're too slow or faster. You know, they're not the brightest of the bunch.
No, they just seem dumb, don't they?
Yeah. Maybe that's why they have so many babies. I don't know. Like, realistic, if you think of orcs, they should be everything that the Bible has said that is a sin. They're probably doing.
Sounds like fun. Can we do like, where do you sign up to become an orc? Sounds fun.
Oh my God, Dan. I don't know if you want to go down that route.
No. I'm joking, obviously. Jokes. Don't take me seriously.
Dan is about to call Adar Father Lord and go home to his orc baby and wife.
Yeah, like, marginalized group now. I'm protected.
At this rate, you are probably a marginalized group, even in your own country. Yeah, I know you can't say anything. Don't say anything back. It's fine. I want to make sure you don't get arrested. That's all. Oh God. But let's get to some of these soups.
Okay. MJ UK 84, thank you so much for the Canadian $2 conspiracy. Xray girl is neither Canadian nor Asian.
Because I'm Canadian.
Canadian. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, MJ. And Psychotic Mongoose, thank you so much for gifting a membership to the channel. Psychotic Mongoose. And MJ again with another 2 Canadians. Gloog, how do you say it? Gloog? Gloog is considered a real looker, highly desired.
I know all the ladies just wanted him.
He's
wanted his meat on their menu.
Oh. And Psychotic Mongoose with a British £5. Thank you so much. When these types of writers try to make heroes, you end up with the characters in Dustborn, which are just
oh god, that game was so funny to play.
You played
I
it
don't know if
again?
I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah. So you're not gonna finish it? Why not?
I mean, I have put according to Steam, I'm just opening it right now. I think I put around 4.5 hours into the game. And it's just horrible. I am literally an evil human. And a lot of the stuff is just on the nose when it comes to like DEI and what they do and how they view people. I told this last week, but there's a thing called a meme machine where when you look through it, you can see echoes. And so these echoes are these kind of evil voices that cause people pain, torture, and get them to be like super angry. And so she'll use that meme machine to remove the echoes, and then people are just happier, right? And how I equate it is people who are in this, as they call it, echo chamber, and the whispers are part of the whisper network that, you know, we all have to say the same thing. And the person that's affected the most is a white ginger woman.
Okay.
And when they took the echoes away from her head, she was so like discombobulated, hurt, and they're like, it's irreversible damage.
Oh, really?
And I think that's how they view people who've been part of this echo chamber whisper network for so long. They're damaged goods.
Oh, okay. Sounds like fun.
Yeah. Maybe you should play it.
Yeah. Sounds amazing.
Yeah. So let me see how many hours I put on it. Yeah, 4.5 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, you also get the ability to gaslight and trigger people and bully people and cancel people. It's wild.
Oh dear.
Yep. Yeah. So there we go. You know what got canceled?
No.
And is still popping up? I mean, that should give it all away.
Yes, I do know. Oh,
it's
Acolyte.
So Manny Jacinto, star of the Acolyte, hasn't given up on season 2 yet, buddy. They cancel it. I don't know how much giving up you can do.
That's the perfect image. That's the
like,
perfect image to go with it.
Lisa, can I have more? Can I have more? Oh gosh. So the actor for Chimere, Manny Jacinto, has not given up on hopes for season 2, despite season 1 finale leaving the door open for a potential season 2. It was revealed in August that Lucasfilm opted not to renew the latest franchise. The move has further served to divide the already fractured nature of the Star Wars fan base, with some viewers actively campaigning to save the show from cancellation, despite its disappointing finale viewership and polarizing takes on established franchise lore. That's the worst part. The take on that.
Yeah.
So this is a tweet via Star Wars Holocron. So Manny Jacinto, when asked about a goal he hopes to achieve in the future, season 2 of The Acolyte. He actually looks so adorable here. They made him look uglier in the show.
Wow.
Along with Amanda, of course.
They just didn't know what they were doing. Like, right, so what would you prefer? Would you prefer like Disney to just like kill Star Wars. Just end it. Just end it there.
I
No
think that they need to put it in the vault. They need
Yeah.
to do what they do with Disney movies and put it in the vault, not touch it for a while, make us miss it, make us forget all the pain we've been through. It's like relationships, when you broke up with someone and then you see them a year later and then you're like, all those feelings come back. We need that time to heal and forget about the hurt that people have been through.
Yeah.
And then, hopefully Star Wars has changed enough to make a better film.
Yeah. What's it gonna take for them to do that then?
Gutting of the entire production team.
So are they currently working on any other Star Wars shows?
Yeah, there's I think a kids show coming out in the end of the year. Which I mean, it's a kids show, not a big deal. I think Andor is getting another season, and I think they want to work on another movie. I don't remember if they're actually like starting on one. Yeah, Skeleton Crew. Thank you, Beowulf. That's the kids show.
That's the kids show, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that after all the Padawans get murdered? They become skeletons.
Oh my god. I have no idea. No idea. But yeah, it needs to go away. Like I said, a year, but that's like, in relationship time, that's very long. But with Star Wars, if a movie comes out or supposedly supposed to come out like every 3 years, you need to put it away for at least 3. At least. At least. Because like I don't want to just like think, oh, another Star Wars movie. Oh, it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
I should be like, oh my god, Star Wars, it's coming back. I'm so excited.
So like, yeah, okay, cool.
That's how any IP should be with like that type of fan base, a huge fan base. But most people have learned to not like it, which is why season 2 of Acolyte got canceled. You turned on the fan base, and then the fans that you wanted to get are so small, so minimal that you can't keep the show up.
Yeah.
So Disney played themselves.
This is a shame. It's such a shame. The IP was so much fun, and it could have been so much fun, but whatever.
I know, and it started out like pretty okay, like between Rogue, and Mandalorian. Those were like the first spin-offs. They were fun. They were great, exciting, and then it just went down the rabbit hole so quickly. You're like, I feel like I'm being abused.
Yeah.
You're telling me I should like this, otherwise I'm a racist. But I just don't like it, and I think I'm not a racist. So
yeah, like was it like desperation by Disney to try and be current, or desperation because they weren't making money elsewhere, or because they spent so much money on the IP in the first place, they like had to claw it back?
I just think that they were deluded by consulting companies, by people that they talk to, even within their own company, that this is the move. You see all your other, I say colleagues, but it's like the competition doing the same thing. You're like, oh, people say, especially on Twitter, when you say, oh, there's going to be a woman of color, blah, 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 blah. And Twitter goes, yeah! Like, oh, it's being received well, but the louder voices isn't the majority.
Yeah.
So.
So Manny should focus on getting another series of The Good Place. He was great in that.
I didn't see it, but
yeah,
I think he's so adorable here. He looks so happy.
No,
he just looks like such a a positive person. He probably was just like, I hope for season 2. That's fine. But I want it. It was fun. It was probably fun for him.
He probably just got paid a shitload of money, and that's why he wants another season.
I mean, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't blame you for that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, Amanda with her response. What was your thought on the response? Did you have any thoughts, or did you see it?
I didn't see it.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine. She called the fans that were the opposite voices hyper conservative,
Right.
bigots,
Okay.
racist, had a lot of vitriol for the show
Mhm.
even before it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Those are kind of the main ones that I took from it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I mean, she just she showed more emotion in that video than she actually did in the show. The video was 8 minutes long. Yet
Was it?
in the entirety of Acolyte, just her
Let
faces.
it go. Jesus, move on. Just be quiet so everyone forgets who you are for a bit, and then
Yeah.
pop up in some film somewhere else. And they go, "Oh, that was the girl in something. I don't know, but she's good in this."
Yeah. But we've seen the petition. People want the show back. I honestly, personally want the show back as well.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it back. It was great. Like, Acolyte is the gift that keeps on giving. It's great. Why wouldn't we love that? Why wouldn't we love that? But anyways, go on.
No. I don't know what I was going to say.
Okay.
Well, I was going to say, well, we got Agatha and stuff for that anyway.
Oh, I cannot wait for the trash fire that will be.
Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait.
Yeah.
So much fun.
It looks like Kryptonian Jedi is happy you're back, by the way.
Hey, Kryptonian Jedi, thank you so much for the $10. Welcome back, Mr. Porkchop. Hope you had a good vacation. Never leave us again. Yeah.
I got news for you. You're gay. I'm kidding. You're not gay, Kryptonian Jedi, but Mr. Porkchop is.
Thanks. If that means happy, then yes, I am very happy.
You're welcome. It's either gay or British, so I guess you're British. Oh gosh. Now, I actually saw this morning. I don't know how. I think it's pretty real, but have you ever heard of chroming?
Chroming? No.
It's apparently like this new TikTok trend.
Right.
Which I had to look into this a little bit, and thank God for this article. So, what is chroming? UK boy dies after participating in dangerous social media challenge. So, 11-year-old boy died last week after inhaling toxic chemicals in a social media trend called chroming, which is a practice experts warn can lead to health issues like brain damage, cardiac arrest, and even death is being blamed. Okay. I know. It's actually really scary because this makes me think of Tide Pod. Remember the Tide Pod challenge?
Yeah.
God, that was so stupid. Kids can be so stupid. But chroming involves inhaling dangerous substances and chemicals like nail polish remover, which I've done. It's not good for you. No. Hairspray, aerosol deodorant, lighter fluid, gasoline, paint thinner, spray paint, and permanent markers as a form of recreational drug use.
Oh my God. Okay.
Which is so sad. Like, how does an 11-year-old boy find this? Freaking TikTok.
No, well.
Teaching the bad things.
They shouldn't be on social media in the first place. And this is why, because their brains can't deal with it. They can't, like.
They can't process that. That's idiotic.
Yeah. They just think, it's hilarious. Let's do it.
That's so funny. They're doing it and they got viral, so I should do it too.
And the trouble is, like, a lot of these viral videos are like fake anyway. So like the person doing it in the first video that went viral probably isn't actually doing it anyway. And these kids are too stupid to work out that they're fake. Because they will believe it on fake, they will take it on face value and they'll think, oh, I can do this.
Yep.
But they're basically like huffing drugs.
Well, and I mean, I used to like the smell of like permanent marker, I guess, maybe that at the most. And even then, that's probably not good for you. And that's why they put non-toxic, because people probably did sniff it and died.
Yeah.
So breathing in these inhalants is highly concentrated mixtures can create a brief euphoric effect, but it's dangerous and can lead to dizziness, vomiting, cardiac failure, and brain damage, according to AA centers. Now, I believe there's a hypoxic effect, possibly, maybe that occurs.
Yeah,
I don't know, but it's so silly. And long-term effects of inhaling these can lead to memory loss, lower IQ, and inability to concentrate, and impaired judgment. That's clear.
Not that these kids that are doing it need a loss in IQ,
At such a
concentration.
young age,
They're
too.
like ADHD, can't concentrate anyway, kids.
Yeah. I mean, you have a kid.
Yeah.
Does your kid have a TikTok account?
No, he does not.
Thank God.
He does not.
I'm glad to
He's
hear
not.
that.
He's not allowed on any social media. He has a phone, but he's not allowed social media. Like, what's going to happen now? He's at secondary school. Who knows? Like, if he's going to, but you know, we're trying to let him be a kid for as long as possible. And it's the girls that are trying to be a lot older, like grown up and whatever. I hate
Because they want that they want to be attracting to other people. Sorry.
Yeah.
So
I've sat him down. I said, dude, just be yourself. Don't try and be anyone else. Don't try and grow up too quickly. Enjoy your childhood because you have.
It goes by so quick.
It's like it goes by. It's like, but you know, it's their whole life, isn't it? For now, it's
well, and the anxiousness that they feel and want to be included.
Exactly.
It's wild. When you get snuffed in high school, it feels like the end of the world.
Yeah.
So, this kid, Tommy Lee Gracie Billington, was found in a friend's house on March 2nd, dead. He suffered suspected cardiac arrest after his grandma, Tina Burns, reportedly said he participated in the TikTok craze chroming during a sleepover. The police said his death is currently unexplained. I will make sure to the best of my ability that your name and your beautiful face become the reason that other children's lives will be saved and other families will not have to suffer this deep, deep hurt. Burns said in a Facebook post. TikTok has barred search results appearing for chroming challenge. So it actually is a challenge now. Through chroming video, though chroming videos appear to have been posted on the platform in February. So it's actually been on there for a while. With one video at 700K. The practice appeared on other social media platforms. Chroming has led to the death of at least another adolescent in recent years, a teenager in Australia. Wow. This was March 2023. I'm surprised that this wasn't an issue then and was brought to light.
Yeah. No, never heard of it. And it's concerning. But it just sounds like they're dying. Are they what? Are they huffing it?
It's called huff. Another name for chroming is huffing. Yeah. I was a straight edge child, so I wouldn't have known that. Which involves using inhalants as a recreational drug. Common household products that produce chemical vapors are inhaled to create mind-altering or psychoactive effects. Wow.
It used to be like glue sniffing or that sort of thing.
To burn glue in order to sniff it, but
I have no idea. I don't know. Like I have no idea.
I've never sniffed glue.
No. That's because we're not of the low IQ.
Or so low IQ we forgot.
Oh, maybe we did and then we forgot. Maybe.
Oh God. Is that a thing? The reason you need ID to buy a spray paint can right now. What?
Yeah.
Is this in America? 74 Deeds? I just need to know where you're from.
I think you do in the UK. There are so many like products that have an age limit on them that you're like, oh, that's weird. Why is that? But
UK. Okay.
Yeah.
Dang. Well, people, I hope you've learned to not do that. That is insane. And let's hopefully guide our kids to do better. Tennessee, I'm assuming, or Texas. I don't know. No, Texas doesn't have an N, so it has to be Tennessee.
It's got a silent N at the end.
Yeah, silent N. Shut up. I'm not great with geography, okay? Maybe I sniffed that glue for way too long. I don't know.
Maybe your mum should have given you extra geography homework.
I'm not good with it, okay? If you try to make me name all the states in the US, it just
Oh,
it
gosh.
wouldn't work.
I couldn't do it. But
Yeah.
I couldn't name all the counties in the United Kingdom.
Oh, there's a lot though.
There is a lot, and they're all like,
Weird names.
yeah. I was trying to think of Bedfordshire, Worcestershire,
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Yeah. Oh my God. Mr. Porkchop, what is coming up for you, sir?
So I had such an amazing time today. I'm going to take tomorrow off.
He's abandoning you guys again. He's going on vacation. What the heck?
No, I'm working tomorrow. I've got another job tomorrow. So no stream tomorrow, chat. No stream tomorrow, but I'll be back. Oh wow, I'll be back on Thursday, hopefully. So yeah.
Yeah. I
you
should be playing a game tonight.
Oh, that's good.
Diablo 4. I'm gonna play with Tugs at 6 p.m. and that'll be fun. I'm so excited. I kind of have been playing offline a little bit that game.
Nice.
It's not my fault. It's so fun.
It's good.
So yeah. Chat, I'm so sorry Dan is abandoning you. Maybe I'll stream in the morning. I'll wake up early and be like, I need a Dan cosplay. I need a Hawaiian shirt and
a beard.
And a beard. Why can't you have like pink hair instead? It'd be so much easier.
Or you need gray hair.
I know. I don't have a gray hair wig. I have my Gary beard, but Snorlax is wearing it. He looks so gangster back here.
He does.
Oh God. So what is this? I sent you a link for Deckard Cain wrap from Diablo 2 Easter egg. Oh. Ooh. I don't mind that. Thank you.
Your DMs there.
I'll have to check them out. I'm just liking the gameplay, okay? I was playing on World Tier 2 and the difficulty upped a bit and I'm loving it. I'm loving it so much. So but Thursday morning roasts will be on my channel and yeah. Got lots of goodies coming up.
Yeah. I need to go into hiding from this morning. Oh, it was mental, I tell you.
Mental is okay as long as
we can't talk about it. Don't talk about it, chat. Didn't happen.
I mean, the video is still up. Can we check it out?
It's not. It's gone.
Did you private it or unlist it?
Yeah, I did 2 streams this morning.
Did you private it or unlist it?
I privated it.
Dang
it. I know. I was having so much fun with Squirrel with a gun as well, and then they it was just a really difficult boss, and I'm just like, I don't want difficult. I just want to have fun. I just don't want
Squirrel
it to
with a gun.
I did
Let me copy text.
I did
here.
Squirrel with a gun first, and then I did man boob mini game, which is just too much, chat. It's too much.
Okay. I'm gonna do something and I'm gonna see if it works. He's gonna hate me.
What are you trying to do? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
God dang it, it won't work. I can't download a private video.
Yes.
Oh yes. Well. I tried. I should play the man boob mini game. I have girl boobs to play with. It's fine, and it's not mini. You're welcome.
Well, there were no mini boobs in that game.
Hey, I think it's a game that Az would really like, is what I'm hearing.
Right, it's in development. The dev needs to add some extra bits to it, but
that's what she said.
Mental. It's mental. It was a lot of fun. Anyway.
Thank you for the recommendation. On itch. Got it.
On itch.io, chat. Go download it. The dev will be super pleased if everyone goes down and downloads it. Go on, do it. All right, chat.
But yeah. Thank you, chat. Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Porkchop.
Thank you, everyone.
And
Thank you everyone for being here.
I guess we will see you guys in 2 days
Yes.
on my channel
Yes, you
for
will.
more running roasts.
We will.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye now.
Oh my God, Mr. Porkchop!
Wake up to morning roast, Mr. Porkchop and Xray go serving up the latest news with a side of laughter twirl.
You do
Get
you.
your coffee ready,
But I'll do
join
myself.
us for
Oh, no,
the
God.
fun. Morning roast podcast, the day
Yeah, I
has
like a
just
rich tea when it's like super soggy and it's like flopping around.
We'll keep you in the loop with jokes and banter. There's never a moment to droop. Tune in with your morning brew. Let's ignite the spark. Morning Roast Podcast. It's a journey in the dark.
Actually, I think a cup of coffee is just what I need.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want that in my mouth.
Where's the girl I